husband. No. But the one thing I had to organise without you involved was the one thing that I fucked up.
No. No.
Nothing. That's exactly what would happen if we got divorced. You'd just crack on with the next wife. Hello everybody. Today we're going to be doing a wedding Q&A. We've been married 2 weeks today. It's 2 weeks today. And this is my husband. We've been married 2 weeks today and I did a big Instagram Q&A. So we have questions to answer and we've put it all in one place. We're also doing it in this MUKBANG style, whatever you call it.
I have no idea what that is.
It's just, I think it's just like people talk about their food whilst they talk about what they're talking about.
Okay.
We love McDonald's, don't we?
Yeah, I've just been watching that Bingley Mega Chippy thing.
Have you?
Yeah.
Show everyone what you got. David got the new Italian crispy chicken Italiano. You need to lift it up a bit higher. I got the chicken legend. Legend for a legend.
This looks good.
Does it?
It's got like a herby mayo.
Pesto probably. Takes a lot for me to like steer away from the main menu. So these are all the questions.
I can't.
I'm just editing this video and I realised that of all the questions that were asked on this particular Q&A inbox, nobody asked what we ate. For me, the food was the most important thing of the day, so I just thought I would do a quick interlude to tell you what we ate. We had like a big antipasti buffet, loads of meats, cheeses, little things, fresh oysters, prawns, like it was insane. And then the sit-down menu was a starter of a take on pasta alla norma, which is like ravioli, then swordfish for main, and then a dessert buffet, and then cake. The food was...
We have cheeseburger, chicken nuggets, chippies, and a flat Sprite. I hate it when it's flat. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do these in an order because there are quite a lot of questions. Your favourite moment of it all? Actually, wait, should we do a bit of a background story because some people won't know? Yeah.
If you want.
Background is, my name is Sasha. This is my husband, David.
Ouch, David. Ouch, David. Oh my God, ew, David.
And we got married in Sicily 2 weeks ago. So that is the background of where we got married. And we've been engaged for 4 years. We got engaged in 2018, married in 2022. So the first...
to get married in 2020.
Yeah, we were meant to get married in 2020. Then we moved it to 2021. And we finally managed to do it in 2022. Question number one. Your favourite moment of it all?
Well, I've got two. We've given my speech, but probably the favourite was turning around to see you walking down the aisle.
Did you cry?
I think I might have had something in my eye.
You did cry. Your reaction was everyone's favourite thing about the wedding, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. It's just because I didn't overthink anything. I didn't want to think about what you'd look like, and I totally forgot about the whole wedding veil thing. So I just didn't have that picture in my head at all. Yeah, there you go. What was your favourite moment?
Have I got mayo on my face?
Just on your lip.
Has it gone? My favourite moment was one of the... Yeah, I've got two as well. Well, I've got quite a few. I'll do three. No, because some people ask the same question, so I'm answering for all of them. One of my favourite moments was walking down the aisle. I absolutely loved it. My other favourite moment was when we got announced in. As Mr. and Mrs. Polari Williams, which is something that I wasn't expecting to... I take slightly smaller bites.
No.
It was a moment that I wasn't expecting to enjoy because it was something that I didn't want to do, but the DJ asked us about 10 minutes before, he said, do you want me to put some Greek music on when you walk in? And we were like, at that point we were like, yeah, whatever, weren't we? And I loved that bit because it was like seeing all the guests sat down and stuff. I'd say those two were big highlights to me. Gorgeous photos. Were there any hiccups to your day?
Oh, well, you had hiccups, really, didn't you? With your Greek solisma.
I'm half Greek Cypriot, and I wanted to incorporate some Greek traditions within the day. So we had a violinist over there, and I was meant to tell the violinist to come to the hotel to do a Greek blessing, but I forgot to tell him to come to the hotel. So we ended up waiting for the violinist, and then I was like, oh shit, I don't actually know if I've told him to come. So we ended up doing it on the phone. And it was just typical that the one thing I had to organise without you involved was the one thing that I fucked up. And my dress actually did rip as well. The outer layer of my dress, near where my split was, ripped. I noticed it at the end of the aisle. That happened quite early on.
I think something we missed as well. Didn't loads of people start breaking the glasses that the candles were in at the...
Oh yeah, after the ceremony, when people were leaving the ceremony room, a few people stepped on glasses, didn't they, and shattered the glasses.
But nothing major.
No. And the people did say this, that loads of things will happen on a day and you won't even notice. Like I've since noticed that my mum was sat in the wrong position. No, sorry, your mum was sat in the wrong position. She was meant to be sat next to my mum. And also the other thing was the table plan didn't work.
Yeah, but then...
But like we didn't even know.
But Marika made a decision not to use it.
Yeah.
And
our wedding planner just
for the best.
Made an executive decision not to use it, and they handled it fine. Is there anything you spent money, time, headspace on that you wouldn't again? Headspace, I would worry less about everything. I worried myself about where people were sitting, if they would get on, if people would be happy at certain moments, and everyone just had the best day of their life.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, before we did, didn't we? Like, before some things were like quite expensive in comparison. Like a lot of the extras for the venue, like the light, the overhead lights, the sound system and all that, but it just wouldn't have been as good without it, without those things.
Yeah. I feel like on the lead up to it, we thought so much was a waste of money. But when it got to it, and now we've done it, it was worth every penny. Do you feel like that? I like to have a variety of sources. I just want to say, I think you're amazing. I waited every day refreshing my Insta to see.
That's very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Did I say anything about you?
What did you appreciate your bridesmaids doing throughout the day? Worried I'll forget the small stuff. I didn't have bridesmaids in the end. I told them about 6 months before just to wear what they want and crack on the day as normal, and that I loved them the same. But my maid of honour was just incredible. She'd remembered and thought of everything before I'd even had a chance to do that myself. So yeah, I pick wisely is what I would say. Where did you start when planning? I have no idea what to do first.
Well, you've got to decide where you want to get married, haven't you, first?
I would say I would decide where you want to get married, as in UK, abroad, how many people you would like, and your rough budget. They're the 3 things I'd start with. And
I would say if you're getting married, definitely, certainly abroad, get a wedding planner. Like, it may seem like a luxury or something that like only big huge events will happen, but I mean, God, it was a godsend for us because of, especially with COVID, having to postpone it twice. Imagine if we tried to do it. I mean, you wouldn't be able to do it, especially if it's not an English speaking country. You just physically wouldn't be able to do it, or you just, and also they just know all the best suppliers and know quick, like all those quick decisions.
I've got to be honest though, even if we were getting married in the UK and it was an option to have Marika, our wedding planner, there, I would have chosen that. How many people did you have at your wedding? Looked a good size?
About 110, wasn't it?
We had 110 people. It was a beautiful size, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good, really good.
Any tips for being present and actually enjoying the day?
So the thing that I found really helped was because obviously we were abroad, we had the welcome party 2 days before.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was the first time we saw quite a lot of people in the country or at the venue, and so you have a lot of talking and sort of saying hello to people and making chat and making small talk. That just really helped. And on the day, you didn't need to do any of that, because that probably took a good sort of 2-3 hours of the welcome party.
And the
going around talking to people.
And the welcome party felt very overwhelming because it was the first time we'd seen all of our family and friends in one place. So getting that out of the way helped a lot.
Yeah, it did. I mean, it's probably not always possible, and not always necessarily in the UK, maybe, especially if you're sort of around people the week before, seeing a lot of people. But if you've got guests travelling from afar and that, and you're going to see them for the first time on your day, you will need to spend kind of a lot of time with them.
To be fair, there's still people that I feel like I didn't get to see that much during the wedding. Like, I think it is just one of those things. Even sometimes when you go for a coffee with your friend, you leave thinking, oh shit, I could have gone on longer. We needed to talk about this, we need to talk about that. So, also, sit on your own.
Yeah.
David and I didn't have a top table. We sat on our own and then had extended top tables, so like off on an angle very close to us. Sitting on our own felt like we were in our own bubble, didn't it? It was such a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Did you love it?
Yeah, it was very good.
Outfit details, please. I loved all of your outfits. I imagine that she's talking about mine, but we were so impressed with yours as well. We will talk about David's. So my dress was from Pronovius. It was a pre-19 collection, and then I had all of my alterations and changes done to it at a place called Sew Studio in Bath by a seamstress called Connie. She was incredible, and my second dress was just ASOS. I'm glad now that I didn't spend loads of money on that, because no one gave a shit at that point, did they? And I went from like a Pronovius wedding dress with Jimmy Choo shoes to an ASOS dress with Manolos to an ASOS dress with Birkenstocks to an ASOS dress with taking my hair out bare feet. So I'm glad I didn't spend a lot of money. And yours?
My tux was from Suit Supply, the made to measure. Yeah, it fitted perfectly, even though it was measured and all that and made 2 years before because of the pandemic. But yeah, I'd recommend them. They're very good.
How did you choose your table settings, glasses, candles, etc.? The catering company that we use, again through our wedding planner, they do all of that for you. So you go to their warehouse and you just choose all of the stuff. So we just chose what was right for us, really, didn't we?
Yeah, so in Sicily, a lot of the venues are just sort of bare shells. And then how it's set up is you bring in the catering company, but then the catering company then basically provide everything for the day, the tables, chairs, all the glasses, cutlery, all of that stuff. So I think the only thing we had to add was the flowers, wasn't it, to the sort of look, and well, the lights we added as well.
Yeah.
And then they had a restaurant in a town in the middle of Sicily, didn't they? We went to do our tasting there. And they had a room all set out where you could look at all the different options, pick your chairs, pick your plates and glasses and that.
My dad my dad embroidered napkins for us, which were our favours. We used leftover invites for the place cards, and we got menus printed by a company in Bristol called Flourish, I think it's called. I'll leave the link down below. And she printed our menu cards with about 2 days to go because I'm not organised. Do you love him more than you did before you got married? Yeah.
Didn't love me a lot then before.
Why?
Well, you should love me. You should always love me the most.
No, I told you in my vows, my love keeps growing.
Okay.
No, there's something very special about, like, because David as well is not, like, even stuff like this isn't in your comfort zone, is it?
No.
But his speech, like, really got me. His vows really got me. I wasn't expecting that. Which leads on to the next question. Did you cry at David's speech? Yeah, I sobbed. Do you love me anymore?
Yeah, I do. I've probably got more headspace to love you now. So I
Yeah.
have to think about the wedding.
Yeah, I do love you actually, as it is. David, what were your thoughts when you first saw Sasha walking down the aisle?
Complete and utter. And I've already mentioned about the veil. Like, that just blew me away in the dress. I didn't think about what the dress may look like, so it just blew me away.
Did I look stunning?
Amazing.
One piece of advice for anyone getting married soon. My advice would be, give your phone to someone and ask them to specifically take photos and videos of like moments. Someone that like would normally do that anyway. And then we did this a lot on the Friday night. Have a couple of moments with your partner where you are actively having a moment.
Yeah.
And like you said to me on the Friday night, should we just go and have a moment? And on the Friday night, the party, we just stood together, didn't we? A bit away from everyone and just kind of looked around and had a little chat about the night and stuff. And I would say, make time to have a couple of moments throughout your day where you are together observing everything in front of you.
And also, I made sure I had a few moments to myself.
Did you? When?
Well, before the ceremony, when we arrived, when everyone was having their sort of welcome drink, I walked around the venue, just had a look at everything, took it in.
Was anyone there?
Well, Richard was there, the
Celebrant. Could you open that for me, please?
And the photographers were there, just walked around.
Did you have photos at the venue on your own before I got there?
No. And then I think like during the meal, when I went to the toilet, when I came back, I just sort of stood back for about a minute and just looked at it all.
How many times did you go to the toilet?
Not many, twice. Maybe.
I went once, from the minute I got to the venue.
Yeah, twice. And then right at the end, when everyone was getting on the bus, I went around every part of the venue.
Did you? Why didn't you bring me?
I think you were busy, like talking to people or whatever.
Did you discuss the relevance of wedding traditions, like you changing your name?
I'll let you answer that.
We argued about it. So I was adamant that I wanted David to take my name so that we would double barrel. So my name is now Sasha Polari Williams, and David was adamant that he was staying David Williams, which is obviously special to me because I think with every time I go to speak, you make so much noise.
We're not professional.
I think being with a man who's willing to give up his name when it's such like a traditional pride thing is very special. And also the traditions of a wedding are so misogynistic that for me it meant more than like anything. Are you glad it was postponed? I'm so glad.
Yeah, I am eventually when we got there and all that.
I don't think it would have been the same wedding.
Yeah, like I'm glad but it was horrendous. Like it was just long. We were planning to have like a 2.5 year engagement, which is quite long, I guess. But for it then to go on for another 2 years after that, it hung over for quite a bit, didn't it?
As in, we wouldn't advise anyone plan their wedding over 4 years. But where we are as a couple, even in 2 years, and having endured a pandemic together, I wouldn't change anything because we're a different couple now to what we were then.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Why did you choose to get married abroad? I can't decide what to do. We always wanted to get married abroad, didn't we? Straight away.
Yeah, straight away. Well, I think at the time you were like a full-time wedding makeup artist when we got married. So like there are obviously lots of stunning venues in the southwest where we live, but you've obviously been to all of them a number of times. So it'd be like getting married in your office. And we just thought about Italy. Just love Italian food and the pictures. We went to the Amalfi Coast. It's way out of our price range, but also not great.
Bit overrated, we thought.
Yeah, it's full of tourists and it's just not easy to get around.
A lot of our wedding was planned around logistics of like people's travel being not too long and not having to land at the airport and then do a 3-hour drive somewhere. we took into consideration the journey for everyone coming as a guest as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
I would say massively. Did you have wedding day nerves? I feel like I'll be sick and shaking with nerves.
No.
Nothing? Not
No.
even a funny tummy?
No, nerves wasn't the right.
Excitement?
Yeah, excitement. I did it again. Maybe because it was, the build-up was so long and all that. Yeah, I was just looking forward to doing it all, really. I suppose the only time I did get a little bit nervous was when the other speeches had been and it was coming up to mine. But I think that was just a natural thing that I was going to have the microphone. Ooh, better cut that out.
Yeah. You done?
Yeah.
How do you stop being sad it's over?
Remembering how horrendous it felt, like organising and doing all the final details and stresses and all that, and just being happy. I guess because everything went perfectly and it was amazing. Like
It exceeded our expectations.
yeah,
didn't it?
I'm just hanging on to those
Whereas I want to kill myself.
memories. Whereas I think, like, even the next day, I said, like, I wouldn't want to do it again.
But your
because-
personality type is like that. You're content, like you're...
Yeah, what's done is done. Enjoy, like, be excited about the next things and don't dwell on.
That's exactly
Right.
what would happen if we got divorced. You'd just crack on with the next wife.
Well, no, I wouldn't.
You'd be like, what's done is done.
I wouldn't look forward to going through a divorce, would I? But no.
I've got no advice for you. I've been horrendous all week. The blues are very much a thing. It's the overwhelming feeling of having everybody you love in one place, having that much happiness and serotonin constantly. Like, it just never will happen again, will it? Like that.
No, but just hold on to the good memories,
Yeah.
and also be glad that you don't have to plan it again.
Any amazing songs that went down really well in the evening?
Well, all the Greek music.
Yeah, so we had a couple of sections of Greek music. Like I said, I'm Greek, so the DJ played sections of Greek dancing and it just filled the dance floor, didn't it? It was amazing. Obviously that's not going to work if you're not Greek, but Candy by Cameo,
Yeah.
that's a great song. We had great music. The DJ was honestly so incredible that I'm going to leave his email address down below because he just made it.
And then a lot of my friends were at the bar for most of the evening, but then we did have the sort of early 2000s uni songs like The Killers and things like that. The Welsh songs went down well. My mum does a karaoke Delilah. She did a performance.
Yeah, and like all the I love you, baby.
Yeah. Just all the classics, really. Like, I don't know, we gave him some songs, didn't we? But
Shania Twain was a banger for me. Okay, last question. Why Sicily in particular? You looked stunning. No, you looked absolutely stunning, by the way. That's to me.
well, you did look stunning. Well, it was down to the wedding planning, wasn't it? We knew we wanted to get married in Italy. You found Marika, and after we went to the Amalfi Coast, realised we couldn't afford it, and also the logistics aren't great. She said, "Come to Sicily," and we never looked back.
We're obsessed with it, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're literally obsessed with the place. We love it. We want a holiday home there one day. We will probably go back there every year, won't we?
Yeah, at least for a long weekend every year.
Show everyone your ring. Did you enjoy that?
Very good.
Do you think you would like to become a YouTube sensation?
No.
You're gonna have a kid. Thank you so much for. Are you off?
Oh yeah, that's me. I'm done. See you.
Thank you so much for watching. I've left all of the details of things down below, and I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.
Very good.